Hey YouTube, what's up, people? How you doing? How you doing? It's a wonderful Saturday, I believe. I don't know, I can't keep track of the days anymore. Yeah, it's a beautiful Saturday. Actually, genuinely, it's nice blue skies as far as the eye can see. Hey, what's your forecast, Dave? Well, we're gonna have pretty clear weather here. At least here, though. I can't say for other areas. Well, thank you, Dave. Anyway. I don't know, I'm in a goofy mood today, I guess. You know. Anyway, let's see here. So today we are carrying on with our journey through the Final Fantasy main story quest. And it's probably going to be emotional, knowing the plot lines of all this shit so far. Well, that's kind of an interesting outfit. It looks like Dracula. Fascinating. Alright, so I know that we have to go back into the main manor house. Allow me in to house for temp, good sir. Tally ho. Yes, the next main story crests are unlockable now. Alright, so, hold on. Hey, this is Duck, your first today. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to the stream. So, as per typical with my streams, I'm not going to do anything for the first 10 minutes. Well, I'm gonna chat with the chat. I'm gonna, you know, bounce back and forth on you wonderful, sexy sons of bitches, and give plenty of good time. About 9 minutes or so from now, we'll grab the story quest from Alfino and continue our journey. Hey, Psycho Dad, welcome to the stream. Welcome, 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 and welcome. How you doing today, good man? How y'all doing? How y'all doing? Talk to me. Talk to me. Or a sunlight. Hey, I haven't seen you in a long while. How you doing? Hey, mister. Yes, I am a mister. I don't have a mistress, but I mean, I am a mister. Mister. Mr. Magan, how are you today? Pretty good, pretty good. Nah. Doing good, I suppose. You suppose? People usually don't follow up with doing good, I suppose, unless something's wrong. So what's up, my man? ARA, what's up? How you doing? Welcome to the stream. How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Oh, my elbow. Plan on doing any Hildebrand stuff today since you didn't get to last stream? I don't have any of it planned. Mainly was gonna focus on MSQ stuff today. We can do some Hildebrand maybe late in the stream, maybe later in the stream. I don't know. Entertain me so I can focus not on the knee I hurt at work yesterday. Well, I would do my very best. I can't make any promises. I put in the most solemn effort to be entertaining, but unfortunately I can't guarantee it. But I am sorry to hear that you have received an injury in your hard-working day, my good man. I do hope that that will alleviate itself in good time. Making dinner, so might can't chat. Gotcha. Yeah, focus on MSQ is great. Okay. Come on. I know it's air seals. There it goes. Hope that knee injury wasn't an arrow.
I used to be an adventurer like you. Then I took an arrow in the knee.
I love how I love how a lot of people looked it up, and apparently in history that the term "took an arrow to the knee" somehow at some point became like a reference to marriage. Just interesting. Yeah, a lot of people have said like that might be what he was actually saying. The prophet of Hashut. Welcome. Hello. How you doing? All right, then. Gonna be away for a bit to collect a takeaway Chinese. Be right back. That's alrighty. That's alrighty. Get that Chinese. We got Szechuan chicken. Szechuan. Is it called Szechuan chicken? Anyway, General Tso's chicken is also really good. Yum yum. Boo. Hey Nathan. Hello, how you doing? How you doing? Alright, so everybody just hopping in. We're gonna wait another couple minutes for anybody interested in hopping in and joining in on the stream while we go through the MSQ. I like to give people a good few minutes, especially since, you know, I don't really advertise the streams until like right before I start them, so I like to give people a few minutes just to hop on in, and until then you all get to have my captive audience to your comments. I just found your channel through Arch, and that's unfortunate, man. I don't do 40k content anymore. Sorry to report. I'm afraid you're really late to the game, and I wish you had come earlier. But unfortunately, now I'm just a gaming channel. Kind of turned into a Final Fantasy 14 channel at this rate. But yeah, sorry to report that, man. Find fantasy is normal. Not my cup of tea, but this do look interesting. Find fantasy? No one does? Well, are a couple who are, but most are, well, most that I follow anyway are certainly sifting out of the hobby. I'm just gonna be hopping in and out between Tang and the Discord and your stream. That's alright. You can go hang out with Tang if you'd prefer to do that, man. I understand. Well, now the GW is nuking their own fan base. Yep, and they are. It sucks. But I ain't gonna dwell on it. I got out. Happily. I mean, I still paint the miniatures, because I enjoy that aspect, but I'm not gonna buy any new ones. And I was gonna buy the Beast Snagga set, just like that last hurrah, but I think I'm actually not. If I see it secondhand on eBay, maybe. But I definitely am not buying it, like, in the store. That ain't happening. Warhammer ship is sinking, so all is leaving. And I left before it really started to kick off. And I left about a week or two before the announcement about the new rules actually came in. And the new IP rules and copyright rules that they've come out with. I left before that. If you guys, I left before, but well, I left around the time that was announced, but I'd made the decision to leave before that became public knowledge. I honestly thought you were just a video game channel. I pretty much am, but there's been a lot of FF content lately. But I was 40k focused for about a year, almost 2 years actually, I think. But that, like I said, that arc of me is kind of over and done with. You know. So at this point, I'm pretty much just a gaming channel. And considering the amount of Final Fantasy, the MMORPG I'm playing, an FF content creator right now. Which I'm not opposed to becoming a full FF creator. It does seem like a lot of fun. Like, there's plenty of videos you can make definitely about this game. I'm sad that text to talk, text to speech. Warhammer parody is gone, but it is understandable. Well, it's not gone. They're just not making anything new, unless I missed something about that announcement. Like, I know that they're gonna stop making new ones, but they're not gonna take anything down until they get hit by something. All right, but it's all good. It's all well and good. And lots of IPs are kind of going down the drain lately. It seems to be like a theme this last month. You know, Blizzard with World of Warcraft, then you got this stuff. As long as you are having fun, that's the most important thing. Yeah, I mean, I'm having a blast in Final Fantasy. Absolutely having a blast. I have not expected an MMORPG to be good in like 10 years, 11 years, just about. And to play one that is spectacular in many ways feels great. And plus, I enjoy the lore, I enjoy the universe, I enjoy playing the classes. I mean, everything about FF has just been fantastic. I have really enjoyed the ride. No king rules forever. Yep. I mean, that's it's true though. It's true. It's such an iconic line. And I don't know if people quote it for something else, but it's from World of Warcraft, where King Tyrannus is looking over Arthas' dying form after the Lich King is defeated, and he tells him, "No king rules forever, my son," which is true. This is true. WoW is going down the drain. Warhammer's going down the drain. Hopefully everybody can find a good hobby to back up on, though. And me, I'm having a blast with 14, so... Granted, I'm still, again, I still like painting miniatures, but I got a 3D printer. I can literally print off whatever miniatures I want to paint whenever I feel like it, so... I'm glad you enjoy 14. Yeah, I'm enjoying the hell out of it. So how does one play FF? Final Fantasy 14 Online or the other FFs? Because, as the name would suggest, there are over 14 of them. I think they're working on the 16th Final Fantasy right now. But that's kind of a loaded question with playing Final Fantasy 14 Online is an MMORPG. It's a tab targeting MMORPGs, and akin to how if you played World of Warcraft, how that plays. It's a very similar combat system, down to identical. It's got a longer GCD than WoW does, but that's neither here nor there. Path of Exile is still going strong. So I've heard. I know a lot of people have still been enjoying it. I kind of filtered off of it. As much as I enjoy playing it from time to time, it's not a game I can sit down and play like all week, really. Like I do burn out on Path of Exile, I found. This one, okay. Well, there's multiple different classes in the game. Thankfully, on one character, you can play every class in the game. Like, this is my Dark Knight, which is a tank. And, you know, I got a Samurai, which is DPS, which is melee DPS. My Dragoon, which is melee DPS. My Black Mage, which is, well, ranged magic DPS. And I got my Gladiator, which is my lowest leveled alt right now, alt class. Which is level 12. That one's a tank. Got my Marauder, which is also a tank. And I just started Machinist, which is ranged DPS. Like a rifle. And then you got my crafting and gathering jobs, like my Armorer, my Blacksmith, my Miner, my Botanist, and my Fisher. I'm going fishing! Oh, I love mechanic classes. And, yeah, Machinist is about how it sounds. You can actually apparently summon a mech at later levels. I found that out yesterday, which I didn't know. I just thought it was a range, like, with a rifle. But no, you can summon a mech to be, like, a melee, like, creature to fight for you in battle, which is fucking amazing. I cannot wait till I get to a high enough level that I unlock that. That seems like so much fun. But, yeah, in this game, you only ever need to make one character in this game, and you can play every class on that character. Like, bar none. Every class is available to every character. So, you know, this is all they've unlocked so far. You can unlock them once you reach a certain level. I mean, Pugilist, Rogue, Dragoon, Archer, Black Mage, Arcanist, and... not Red Mage. Arcanist, Conjurer, I believe, Astrologian, Marauder, Gladiator. All of those are available at level 1. And then you have a bunch of them that you unlock as you play through the main story quest and unlock new areas. Like Samurai, you unlock once you make a level 50. Once you get to a level 50 with a character. Dark Knight, once you get to Ishgard, which is a location in the game, so you'll probably be around level 50, level 55, maybe even 60 if you're grinding out a lot of extra stuff. You'll get to Ishgard, and then there you can unlock the Dark Knight class. Gunbreaker is available at level 60, so... yeah, different classes unlock at different times, but switching classes is as easy as just gear sets. So it's kind of like Albion Online if you've played that, where you just basically equip a weapon, and that's now your class. So if you put on a giant greatsword, you're a Dark Knight. If you have a katana, you are a samurai. If you grab a spear, you're now a dragoon. You're got a staff or a wand, you are a black mage, or one of the other magic classes. Gladiator, sword and shield. Marauder, axe, machinist, rifle. So on and so forth. Astro is an Ishgard job. Okay. Sweet. Oh, fishing, my favorite pastime. Might have to look up at your game, sir. I mean, it's a great game. I love the hell out of it. I might see if I can get my old guild together and in. There is a guild system in the game. They're called free companies. You also have statics, which is a separate thing. Yeah, there are free companies. If your friends played another MMO and want to try out another one, it's tab targeting system. Got a great story if you let it. A lot of people like warn people about A Realm Reborn. The only warning I'll give is if you're not opposed to reading dialogue and it being a slow build. Like, the game doesn't give you instant gratification. Like, it's not gonna drop you into slaying dragons and shit. You're gonna start out killing like rats and start out killing giant ladybugs and stuff like that. And likewise with the slow leveling process of your character, you're also gonna have a slow build up of the story. So take your time, enjoy the leisurely journey throughout A Realm Reborn, and pay attention, because unlike with World of Warcraft, where you can get to the latest expansion and you're not gonna miss out on much, the story is such an integral part of Final Fantasy XIV Online that you need to pay attention to to all the main story quests throughout A Realm Reborn, because everything is going to provide everything there is just basically world building for the climax of A Realm Reborn, and then the preceding stories in Heaven's Ward, in Stormblood, and Shadowbringers. And then coming this October, I believe, is Endwalker, which is the latest expansion coming out for the game. There's player housing, which can be used as an FC house. Yep, also true. Apparently my FC has one. I don't know much about it yet, though. I'm still new. Do you have guild halls? Yep. You can. There's player housing, and then you can use one of the guild master, for example, can basically use their house as a guild hall. Titan's probably already taken. Gonna warn you already, because there is a primal, which is like a trial boss in the game called Titan. So just prior warning, someone's probably already taken that name on every server. But if you're lucky enough and you can use it, awesome. Yeah, there's multiple data centers, by the way. I may not end up being the same data center as you, especially if you're in the EU, for example. End of November for Endwalker. Oh, okay. So yeah, even further along. So you got more time to catch up. And even then, don't rush through. I mean, take your time. It's a nice slow build story. Because building a guild hall was my favorite part of Neverwinter. And yeah, if you start a guild, or even if you participate, tongue-tied. Even if you don't get into a guild, also known as an FC, that's the other thing, you really gotta not call them guilds in this. I mean, most people will understand that you mean an FC if you're new. But they are called FCs, or free companies, in this game. That's the guild equivalent. And yeah, like I said, player housing, you can transform someone's house into a guild hall, and if you're not even like the guild creator, you can get your own player housing and decorate the shit out of that. I haven't gotten into that much yet. I plan to do that later. Brodeur bear, bro. It must be quite overwhelming for the story to do it all in one run. And I wouldn't know. I'm not doing it all in one run. And I wonder who would do that. That does seem rather ridiculous. Wait, I can challenge the manservant to triple triad, really? Mom's Den. Hey, how you doing? How you doing? Hey, I didn't know you stream around this time. I try to. This next week, by the way, is the last week I have before I start my new job. So my stream schedule is going to look very different post next week. But yeah, for the next week, pretty much every day I start around 1:30 Eastern Standard Time, 2 p.m. sometimes if I'm getting to it a little bit late. Trying not to hear too much of the story, but I'm here at my own risk. And yeah, I'm about to jump into the MSQ, so I don't want to spoil nothing for you. As much as I would love to have you around, it's great hearing from you, and I love watching your videos. By the way, Mom's Den is a Final Fantasy content creator currently right now. She's got an awesome guide, a truly fantastic guide for the Gold Saucer. I like the video a lot, so people go check her out. Definitely great content over there, and her streams are very entertaining too. We kind of had years between patches to speculate. I'm going cast your video after my guild. Okay. Hey, grats on the new job. Thank you. Yeah, hopefully I like it, because it is a call center job, and then those have a very negative view for most people. So, with any luck, maybe this one won't be like the rest, but, you know, I'm prepared. Be back. Nice, congrats on your job. Thank you. Also, another reason why the old guards say A Realm Reborn is slow, we did not have flying for the 2.x patch quests, on top of there being more of them, and also did not have the Waking Sands teleportation tickets. And the thing is, I forgot I had the teleportation tickets for part of my leveling process, so, and I kind of experienced that side of things, but mostly due to my own idiocy. I'm super exhausted, lots of work to do, but it's my time to stalk others. Well, I'm available for stalking. No worries, thanks for letting me know about the spoilers, and hi everyone. Oh, good luck at the new job. Thank you. This could provide some respite. Good luck though. Thank you. I'll stick around and probably mute you to 1% when you start MSQ. Okay. Understandable. Well, we're 21 minutes into the stream. And speaking of, it's well over time to let anybody who's interested in hopping in the stream. Well, one last warning to everybody: if you have not finished A Realm Reborn and the core Heavensward 3.0 patch, we are about to start the Dragonsong War patch material between Heavensward expansion and Stormblood. So this is like an in-between arc. Kind of a story. I don't know how far we're going to get today. Hopefully we're going to get a pretty decent amount through. C. Fry, what's up, old guard? I feel personally attacked. Nah, you're fine. As long as you have a way to de-stress, a la FFXIV, it helps, but it's not for everyone. Yeah, and I'm gonna find out if I have a knack for it or not. I'm gonna find out if I have a knack for the new job or not. It's gonna be heavy, I know. By the way, housing in this game is an art form. I'm sure it is. I'll definitely look into that when I eventually get into it. And Cinderflame, yo, just in time. We're about to begin the MSQ storyline that includes, hopefully, saving, spoilers, Astinian. Greetings, Shroud. Hey, Hyper Nightshade, what's up, my brother? By the way, there's a video coming out. It was going to be part of the review of Heavensward, but I ended up, it ended up being such a nice, long, and decent conversation that I think it's going to be its own video, because if I add it to the review is probably going to be over an hour long for Heavensward. So it's so look out for a video upcoming of me chatting it up with Hyper Nightshade here in the chat, and bouncing off of him the pretty cool stuff. Sorry, just making sure that's nothing important. So yeah, there's a video coming up where I'm going to be talking to a Final Fantasy veteran about their opinion of Heavensward, having, played it, not back in the day. I don't want to make it sound like old, but, having played it probably well before I did, and them looking back on it as opposed to me, who has like a fresh perspective, having just played through it, and my fresh thoughts on it. And it was a very awesome conversation. I think we were sitting there literally in Ishgard with a fire in front of us, just talking for like an hour, 2 hours maybe. It was very nice. That was a very nice afternoon. My guild is crazy about house stuff, I'm sure. If you want to blow your mind, look up Nora Rappy once you had a go yourself. I will look into it. Alright, so I'm gonna cover these next 3 chats and then we're gonna start, okay? We're gonna cover these next 3 chats. Yeah, can't talk. Ready for more happy and sad moments of FFXIV story? Ready? I'd like to say I'm ready, but I've been continually surprised, so... your UK accent is pretty spot on, by the way. Maybe a future as a voice actor is on the cards. I doubt it, but it'd be nice. Just came on because I wanted to say I saw your Realm Reborn review, and I found the bit where you said you guys are fucking spoiled. Super hilarious, although I'm also one of the old guard. And I stand by that, you guys are. And this is coming from a WoW refugee perspective. But you guys are. And I guess I am now too, because I'm now an FFXIV player. I'm still considered a sprout, so I can't really say, but at this point I've got over, how many hours do I got in this now? 10 days, that's 24 hours, that's 240 hours. 240 hours plus 4, so 244 hours and 57 minutes. So I'll just round up. So I have 245 hours in this game. I have 245 hours in this game. So at this point, I think I'm at that healthy line where I can say we are spoiled. We are definitely spoiled. But I do stand by, the old guard have been spoiled for years, because I've been toiling. Me and many people have been toiling away in the shit show that is WoW for a long time. So by comparison, you guys definitely are. It was I. Really enjoyed the convo as well. Yes, it was a fantastic. Sweet flag. Which one? I got my American flag, and I have the Imperium of Man flag, which I probably might be taking down sometime. It's kind of an eyesore given some recent stuff with GW. I'm back. Got some salt and pepper chicken wings. Fantastic, you're just in time. Now let's hop on in. An uncertain future. Make sure my volume's all the way up. That way I could hear everything. Alright. Alphino wishes to share the latest developments in the search of the missing scions. Alright. Fortuitous timing as always, Shroud. Tataru was about to brief me on the search for our missing comrades. If you would be so kind, then. Absolutely. You'll be pleased to hear that Riol and his men have been making excellent progress. You remember how I always fuck up her name. I always say Philomen, but I think it's Flamen. How Flamen helped me to escape the Crystal Braves in Limsa Laminza, only to then disappear. Well, according to Rial, she crept aboard a ship bound for Rad's Han, where she's been hiding ever since. He assures me that it won't be long before we're reunited. As for Ida and Papalimo, the remains of their link pearls have been found, and in Pearl Lane of all places. Rial thinks they must have disposed of them after escaping from the Royal Promenade. Yes, they're alive. Yes, that would make sense. They could not risk being eavesdropped upon by our betrayers. We're all but certain that they fled the city shortly after, though we still don't have a clue where they went. I see. And what of Thancred and Philia? I'm afraid I have nothing new to share about those two. But it's not all doom and gloom. The good news is we've enlisted the services of the Charlian Scholar, one of the students of Baldesion, to aid in the search, who should be arriving any day now. One of the students, you say? I should very much like to meet this scholar, if time permits. But first we must attend to more pressing matters. Sir Emmerich has summoned the two of us for a private audience. The messenger did not specify what he wished to discuss, only that it was urgent. Assuming you have no objection, Shroud, I suggest we proceed to the congregation forthwith. And mayhap we can meet with the scholar afterwards. Agreed? Head bow. In that case, I think I'll return to the Forgotten Knight for now. Things are liable to fall apart if I'm gone too long, you know? Be safe, Tataru. I kind of want to give her, like, one of those fly swatters. Like, anytime a guy hits on you, whack him. Alright, now, to Sir Emmerich, which is actually right outside the Forgotten Knight, if I recall. Yep. Watching people finishing Shadowbringers is my favorite hobby. You can make a hobby out of it. Well, I'll get there eventually. I'm not gonna rush it though. Not gonna rush a damn thing. Alright, here we are. We must speak with Sir Emmerich. He has summoned us. Moonless Midnight, just in time. We're picking up with the Dragonsong War MSQs. The Lord Commander is within. Pray proceed, sir. Thank you. Save me from bad Paradigm Breach runs. Huh?
Thank you for coming.
Nah, it's voiced.
I wish to speak with you both in a place where privacy was assured.
Speak well,
We
friend.
quite understand. What was it that you wished to discuss?
With my father's passing, the seat of the Archbishop lies vacant. And so, in accordance with canon law, I have assumed his responsibilities.
You're the Archbishop now?
I should stress that this is a temporary measure. It was never intended that the Lord Commander of the Temple Knights serve in this capacity indefinitely.
Why don't you become king, dude? Like, I think we all agree. Come on, I hope everyone agrees that Sir Emmerich would be a fucking great king for Ishgard.
Quite the opposite. The statutes specify that I should surrender my powers as soon as a conclave of the senior clergy and the high houses have named a new archbishop. But in light of recent events, that would not seem appropriate.
Indeed. Don't let them pick another asshole to take the
I
throne.
confess I did not expect you to divulge quite so much quite so soon. The details of the Archbishop's plans, perhaps, but the true origin of the war and all it entails?
I too had concerns. But when the Warrior of Light is witnessed returning to the capital upon the back of a dragon, one's options are rather limited.
Hey, I had to arrive in style. Come on.
Mayhap I could have concealed certain details, but for how long? And at what risk? Should the truth have come to light in the meantime, how would the people have viewed my silence?
That is a fair point. And thing is, sometimes silence can be far more deafening than the loudest shriek.
After 1,000 years of lies and secrecy, I could not well abuse their trust and hope to be believed. The time for deception has passed.
Yeah, tell the people.
I only wish the people agreed. That some would deny the truth I had anticipated, but not this many. And among the few who acknowledged that my father had to be stopped, no small number questioned our methods.
If they suspect a coup, it will not be long before some turn to violence.
It has already begun, and that on both sides. Men and women of the cloth are being harassed in the streets. Some have even been assaulted in the broom.
Doesn't surprise me too much. Though I thought Hilda said she was going to do her best to keep everybody in check.
Hilda and her people have formed a watch to help us maintain order. But such measures will not prevent the unrest from spreading.
Okay, so to be fair, the people of the broom probably are more and more not seeing Hilda as one of them, since she's helping out what they see to be the society controlling them. So they might think she's been turned, so to speak, or bought out.
For all our talk of peace, the people remain frightened and confused. For their sake, we must bring the Dragonsong War to a definitive end.
I agree.
And we should be glad to help you, Sir Emmerich. But what precisely would you have us do?
We wish to treat with the dragons of Annex Shrine. To that end, I would trouble you for an escort and an introduction.
Well, this is big.
Annex Shrine? You would speak with Vidofnir then?
Okay, is it Vidifnir or Vidofnir? Because I've been saying Vidifnir.
We must needs open a dialogue between our peoples. Acting as my representative, Lucia will extend an invitation to their leader, that she might visit us here in Ishgard. Were she still with us, I would of course have beseeched Isel's assistance in this matter. But as she is not, I must ask that you aid us in her stead. Will you do us this favor?
Yep. It's not like I can say no. And this is big though. We're directly involved in the politics right now. Damn.
Thank you, my friends.
No problem, Sir Emmerich.
Lucia, I leave the rest to you.
I think in Dragon it's Vidofnir.
In the wake of the Archbishop's fall, the nation of Ishgard trembled, the faith of her people shaken to its very core. For 1,000 years had they fought and died, certain of the justice of their cause, only to be told that their holy war was born of the sins of their forefathers. What
Definitely.
then for those brave men and women, thus stripped of their righteousness but to despair, to deny the truth and decry its speakers?
Yeah,
What
I
then
can't imagine
for
what that would
those
be
who
like
were
though.
defamed but to hope on, to have faith in a brighter tomorrow. A tomorrow in which man and dragon might live together in harmony, then as distant as the very stars in the heavens. Yet while we dared to hope, deep within
shit.
his lair, the enemy lay, gathering his strength.
Yep. We gotta save this. We gotta save Estinian. This is.
Nidhogg, now possessed of his 2 eyes and the body of the Azure Dragoon, prizes to which he had laid claim at the very hour of the hero's triumph. As desperately as we sought the solace of peace, the great worm craved the misery of war. Nor was he alone in his misbegotten desire.
Ah, crap. I got a bad feeling. Well, more than just having to fight. Fighting Nidhogg is a guarantee with what's going on right now. But the bad feeling I have is I believe we may end up having to kill Estinian who's possessed by him. Which is gonna depress. I hope I'm wrong. I really do. But I can't. I've always been told nobody has plot armor in this fucking thing. Sucks. Also, get certain job-specific dialogues depending on what job you are in when you start the combo. Yeah, that much I definitely know him. It's pretty cool. It adds almost replayability and reason to go back and like redo certain things with New Game Plus. Let's kill some more characters. Yay! Yay! So are glasses to dragons what power-ups are to us? Maybe? I mean, with how powerful their eyes are, they don't need them. It might be like a focusing lens of power, like, it's like, twice as powerful now that I'm wearing my spectacles. I imagine it's like, okay. This is all his fault. If he hadn't killed Nidhogg, the bishop wouldn't have moved. Wait, what? Or eye drops? Probably eye drops. Eye drops. I can see like there. Now I can stare longer. New Game Plus is also used for speedrunning. Yes, there is a FFXIV speedrunning community. I did not know that. That is cool, though. Yep, no one but you, the player, has plot armor, and that's not saying the player doesn't suffer regardless one way or another. That's true. I wish we didn't have plot armor. That way we could have taken the blow for good old Hashafant. May he rest well. Alright, Lucia. I know little of the lands these dragons call home. This Annex shrine. Had you not agreed to escort me, the coming journey would seem a far more daunting prospect. I confess I myself once shuddered at the thought of it. Yet even the longest journey begins with the first step, does it not? But ere we set forth, Shroud and I must needs inform our comrade of our plans. Very well. I shall see to my preparations. Then let us go and bid farewell to Tataru, Shroud. I like how we keep that up. Like we do constantly check in with Tataru and let her know, like, hey, we're in town, hey, we're not in town, hey, we're slipping out, hey, we're, you know, I do like that. I do appreciate that. Tally here, boom. So, what was your secret meeting all about? I'm all ears. Yeah, we gotta go facilitate a peace between dragons and man. A diplomatic mission to Annex Shrine, you say? Well, I suppose that does take precedence. But should your meeting with Vidafnir happen to end early, you might consider rendezvousing with Ishtola in Idleshire. She'll be there to receive our guest. Don't get me wrong, your meeting with the dragons is terribly important and everything, but this scholar just happens to be... Time permitting, as I said. We shall endeavor to join Ishtola, but if we cannot, pray pass on our regards. Let us be off, Shroud. We have kept the first commander waiting long enough. Ninja clan Dragon Eyes. Yeah. Is that like a... Forgive my naivete, but is that like a thing in Japanese culture where they see eyes as having a lot more significance of power? Because I've seen that in a few different things, like anime, manga. And to be fair, the biggest one off the top of my head is like the clan Uchiha from Naruto. But also you got like the Byakugan, which is also in the same series, written by the same guy, I suppose. But it's also here. I've seen it a couple other places that the name of is not coming to mind immediately. Eyes seem to play a significance in terms of like power in some Japanese literature and works. So I'm not sure if it's like a cultural thing or it just happens to be an odd overlap. You ready then? Good, so am I. Let's see, we get food. Almond cream croissant. That sounds delicious. They all seem to have the same effect, though. Rest in peace, bro Chiffon! In honor of him, we're grabbing the hot chocolate. The Forgotten Night is probably my favorite inn. Period, or just like FF? The path is long but known to us. From Falcon's Nest we shall cross the western highlands and make for Tailfeather in the Javanian Forelands. There we can stop to rest and replenish our supplies. Questions? If not, then the stables await. Tally ho! Meanwhile, I can teleport and fly! Because I have unlocked all the ether currents in all of the Heaven's Ward locations. Ha ha ha! Victory is mine! Tailfeather! Teleport! In FF, okay. Like a whole ass tail isn't going to quite so practical if you're a Lala. Girl, the inns in this game... Sorry, I should read that. Girl, the inns in this game need a makeover. It's like going to jail. I don't agree. Like, I definitely feel like a warm feeling from the Forgotten Night. I think the best inn, though, it could just be because I leveled so much there and I got to know, well, I got to know Momodi so well. But the sand trap. I can't remember the name. The quicksand. Sorry, oh man, I'm fucking up. The quicksands. Like the guild there with Momodi. I feel very welcomed there. I think that's my favorite inn so far. Forgotten Night is nice and probably aesthetically my favorite, but yeah, I can't fucking tell. The quicksand. My dog just sat on my hand. Well, clearly he clearly wants your attention. I always imagined that the first time I set foot upon Dravenian soil would be at the head of an army, and here I am, ready to treat with the brothers and sisters of mine enemies. Full well do I know how difficult it can be to set aside the past. Though it was I who first proposed recruiting Isael to our cause, I questioned the wisdom of my words almost as soon as I had uttered them, and for a long time after that. Here was a woman with the blood of innocence on her hands, men, women, children, all slain in the name of the implacable Lady Iceheart. Yet she acknowledged her misdeeds and agreed to join us in a common cause. At our side she fought in service to the greater good, even unto her dying breath, and while that does not absolve her of her sins, I hope that one day she will be remembered not merely as a heretic, but as a misguided soul who dreamt of peace. You ask much, Master Alphino. Yet who can say what might come to pass, should our negotiations bear fruit? Yes, of course. We must press on to Annex Shrine if you will follow me. You cannot move now. That's what I mean, the inn rooms you stay in. Oh, okay. Yeah, the inn rooms are kind of cramped. But, you know, what'd you expect? It's an inn room. It's kind of like the equivalent of a hotel. Midgard Swarmer, I find it appropriate that you are my mount for this particular journey. Alright, so we are meeting up at the Annex Shrine. Tally-ho! It's amazing how high you can fly in this particular zone. Like, I've gone to the max height. It's pretty high up. Especially compared to the Realm Reborn zones. You can fly pretty high in this zone. Alright. And here we are. Vidofnia. Oh, yeah, y'all are gross. Thou art ever welcome here, friend of Isael. But this one I do not know. Pray forgive us this unannounced visit, Vidofnia. May I present to you Lucia, first commander of the Temple Knights of Ishgard, and our trusted friend. It is an honor to meet you, Vidofnia. I am come as an envoy of Sir Emmerich, Lord Commander of the Temple Knights, and acting leader of the Holy See. Indeed. You may speak, knight. For 1,000 years, man and dragon have been locked in an endless cycle of bloodshed and sorrow. To our shame, we long believed your kin to be the architects of this war. But now we know the truth, that King Thordan and his Knights 12 did willfully betray and murder the great worm Ratatoskir, shattering the peace between our peoples. For 1,000 years, our leaders conspired to conceal this truth, a truth which was at last laid bare by the Warrior of Light, the Azure Dragoon, and Isael. Alas, a deception so intricately wrought cannot be undone in a moment, and our people lay to accept the truth. After an eternity of war, who would dare to dream that peace could at last be within our grasp? Yet dream we must, as Azael once did, and we must make that dream a reality, as she could not. We humbly beseech you, Vidofnir, join hands with us in friendship once more, before the eyes of my people in Ishgard. A most unexpected invitation. I have heard your request, knight. However, I cannot yet give you mine answer. May I ask why? This matter concerneth my sire. He must needs be consulted. Moreover, the Nath grow bold even as they did before, and I would not leave my people at the mercy of the swarm. Then we will wait. After 1,000 years at war, we shall not give up on peace for want of patience. Ha! Fear not, knight. Thou shalt have mine answer within thy lifetime. So soon, my humble thanks. I shall bear your words to my lord forthwith, until we meet again. It's like in my lifetime. Wow, that's fast. She's like 20. It's got at least another 80 years on it. Oh yeah, Dragon's concept of time though, a year must be like that to them, so. It's because flying wasn't in Aroma Reborn until patch 5.3, so the ceiling of Aroma Reborn flying is much lower. Limitations of Aroma Reborn map design. Heaven's Ward onwards had flight with the current system and map focus on flight. Yes, and you can definitely tell, like, you can't go hardly high at all in old, like, and especially in, like, Thanalan, as I've flown around doing fates. Like, you press spacebar and you will eventually get, like, boom. Given the circumstances, I would say that went rather well. To be frank, I am surprised our proposal was not rejected outright. Whether aught will come of it remains to be seen, however. Mayhap I should take this opportunity to speak with some of the other dragons. Ah, but you need not wait for me. The return journey holds no fears for me now. Well, if you have no further need of our services, we shall continue on to Sharlayan. We hope to welcome a scholar who has agreed to aid us in the search of our missing comrades. Then I will pray your journey is as swift and uneventful as ours was, and thank you again for sparing the time to assist us, even when such grave matters remain unresolved. I can think of no graver matter than a 1,000-year war, one which our friends gave their lives to see ended. Suffice it to say, I would willingly make 1,000 such journeys to ensure that their sacrifice was not in vain. Of that I have no doubt, Master Alphino. I only hope the fates will not hold you to your word. Stuff and things. Hey, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. Bonk out my head. Yeah, the perception of time for dragons is vastly different. It's like, oh, hey, don't worry, I shall get an answer to you as quickly as possible. Mulls it over for what she sees as like a few minutes. Okay, I have an answer. She turns to look at an 80-year-old aging knightly woman, Lucia. Oh, good to hear. It's kind of like, damn. Like the whole reason Nidhogg is so filled with rage is that to him it's like the betrayal that led to Ratatoskia's death happened yesterday, regardless of the passing of actual time. Yes, I know, and I've kind of discussed this a little bit, but I kind of find it odd that the dragons have that kind of rage. I understand that to them the perception of time is different, but they also have to understand that the passing of time for humans is also different. And that, you know, for as intelligent as they seem to be, they seem not to be able to empathize with that aspect and understand it. But at the same time, when you're in the throes of grief and anger and rage, and to you it's only been a few minutes, that's all that matters. Is that to you it was like yesterday. it doesn't matter that the people you're attacking quite literally had nothing to do with it, other than simply genetics. And being related to the people of the past. Yeah, so that would definitely be like a very long and weird kind of philosophical conversation, though, wouldn't it? One I'm not going to get into right now, because that would take some time. So, it would seem we have time to greet this scholar after all. How delightful. I shall be interested to hear how she means to go about finding Minfilia and Thancred. I can only assume she is privy to some new investigative technique. In any event, our first order of business is to rendezvous with Ishtola in Idleshire. Tally-ho! To Idleshire! Away! Thank God for teleportation. Most do understand. It's just like humans. Some will understand, others won't. Yeah. The beauty of individualism. It has its upsides and its downsides. I would argue it has more upsides than downsides, but you cannot ignore the downsides. Alright, now we are being Idrishai. Oh, there's another unlock here. What's this one? A striking opportunity. Alright, I'll come back and do these on my own time, because I'm assuming they are something else. Okay, what's this? Disarmed. Okay, I'm assuming that has something to do with the mech. Alright, we will get to that in due course. Alright, Ishola. Ah, Shroud, it is good to see you. I confess I had assumed your business in Annex Shrine would detain you longer. Did your meeting with Vidofnir go well? As well as could be expected. She must discuss Sir Emmerich's proposal with Hrasvelger. Of course, but she seemed amenable to the suggestion. What of our Sharlayan guest? Has she arrived yet? She has, but when I explained that you would be joining us, she asked if she might use the intervening time to explore. I agreed to meet her outside on Front Bridge. We should be on our way. That's for the Alexander normal raids? Alright, so we're probably going to have to come back and do that late. We will no matter what come back and do that, but I might do that off stream. I've done like raiding and stuff like that off stream. Wait, why can't... Oh, that's right, because I can only fly in the open world. Destination. Forgot Idleshire is a town.
More gil for the cause.
Thank you, Nathan, for the super chat, man. Thank you. Here, take funds. Thank you for funds. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. Much appreciated. Your generosity knows no bounds, my good man. Again, she looks blind like that. Damn. Okay, that's adorable, but the hell.
I'm terribly sorry to have kept you all waiting.
Every time I hear a lot... I feel like that's like an inside joke with the developers. It's like, okay, we need the deepest voice people to voice Lalafels. And I'm like, why? They look like they should have, like, helium voices. So disconcerting.
Apologize. Oh, please, think nothing of it. A trip to Eorzea was long overdue.
Okay.
You must be the Warrior of Light. Yes, you certainly do look the part. A pleasure to meet you at last, sir.
I guess I look the part in terms of imposingness, but I look more like the Warrior of Darkness. Because I am. The edge will be channeled. A permanent curveball to throw me off. Yes, indeed.
And who is that I spy but young Alpha No Levieux himself? I dare say someone's grown an ilm or two in my absence. Or are those lifts in your boots?
We, Miss Cryle and I met at the Studium years ago. I shall forever be indebted to her for her sage guidance.
Okay, there's more to it than that. Let's,
It was no small task keeping him out of trouble, believe you me. The youngest ever to enter the Studium, him and his sister, 11-year-old prodigies. Suffice it to say, social graces were not among his list of talents. Striding up to his seniors...
That's kinda
on his
scary,
first
I'm not
day,
gonna
head held high. What was it he said again?
Thank you, Kryl.
We're gonna learn some embarrassing stories about Alphino. Come on.
For what? I haven't finished yet. Would you care to attempt a more dexterous deflection?
Mayhap we should save this delightful conversation for a more fitting occasion, when pressing matters do not demand our undivided attention.
A bit much, but better. I can tell you have been putting your skills to use here in Eorzea. Henceforth, I trust you will dazzle me with your eloquence at the first time of asking.
Gotcha. Oh, they seem like good friends,
On
though.
to more pressing matters. Finding Minfilia and the other missing scions.
I gather you have new information to share with us.
A new approach, actually. Tataru recounted the tale of your escape, and it gave me an idea. Simply put, assuming Thancred left some manner of trail when you whisked him away, as is almost always the case with teleportation magics, I am confident I can find and follow it.
Really?
Then what are you waiting for?
That was aggressive.
The wherewithal to do it. The fact is, my abilities aren't quite up to the task. Not in themselves, anyway. If I had Master Matoya's crystal eye, on the other hand...
Oh, she also... Well, to be fair, it might just be like a respectful honorific to say Master Matoya. And I almost read into that she was a student of Matoya. But, yeah, I think I'm reading into that. I think that's just an honorific, now that I'm, like... Actually, I was almost gonna voice that thought. Yeah, it's probably... Because... Well, maybe she is. I don't know. And we know Ishtola was actually a protege of Matoya.
Then let us all call on her forthwith. I think it best that you explain your plan to her in person.
It'd be good if we started the Pokemon hunt for our comrades, the Scions, because I'm still angsty about that. Like, I want to see my friends. I want to make sure they're safe. Hey, Pierce, welcome. The stature may be small, but their larynx is large. Kryl, one of my favorite Lalas. Oh, is she gonna be a reoccurring character? Kryl is older, like an older sister of sorts. Oh, okay. Well, the thing is, you can't tell with Lalas. They all look like they're 3. Like, they all look like little kids, so I can't fucking tell. Like, Lolorito could be 200 for all I know. To me, he looks like a child who glued on some facial hair. Same with Taleji Adeleji. He could have been 80. He could have been 20. I don't fucking know. How do you tell with a Lala? They're little potatoes. You can't fucking tell. Smiley face. Well, that doesn't help. They gotta create a magic tool that's just like a little scanner. It glows a certain color, like when they're like, are you 20? You're 85. Some way to tell. Like, you can't with Lalas. Yu Yu Hase's Japanese voice actor is perfect for the whole lower than expected voices for Lalas. And I've actually looked it up, and I have heard his voice from the sample I saw was from patch 2.55 of A Realm Reborn. And yeah, like when I heard that, I'm like, fucking hell, this is intentional. This is so goddamn intentional. It's creepy, but cool at the same time. The only race, notwithstanding magic shenanigans, that get in the hundreds would be Elizin and Viera. Okay. So Lalafels don't live to be that long? I'm assuming their lifespan is just max 100. You did say we're headed for a cave, did you not? Because I certainly don't see a cave nearby. Is Master Matoya meeting us on the way or something? Well, sorry to break it to you, but that wall ain't a wall. I have heard many stories of Master Matoya. Some quite flattering, others less so. Rest assured, they are all true. Oh, that's Y'shtola. Rest assured, they are all true. This way, and have care where you tread. Alright, Teddy here. Ellison, I think, can live to be about 150, maybe 200. And Vieira are double or triple that, I think. They live to be fucking old. Really? I'm gonna be interested to learn why. Like, they live that goddamn long. Holy shit. Can you imagine living to be like... To being like... If you're going by the triple... To being like 600 years old? Like, that's 400 short of 1,000. Like, you get to see 6 centuries of history unfold. And the only cost you have to pay for that is large bunny ears. It's bad, it's an old potato. That's nice. Average higher human lifespans. Okay, so pretty much everybody except the Ellison and the Vieira live to be about 100.
Or did
max.
you forget to wipe your boots on the way in?
Forgive
Standoffish
us,
as
Master
always.
Matoya. We will be sure to wipe them on the way out. And may I say how glad I am that age has not yet deprived you of your senses.
Ever so
Satin.
quick-witted, aren't we? To the detriment of your manners. Well, out with it then. What do you want?
Pray, allow me to introduce myself, Master Matoya. I am Kryl, of the students of Baldessian. I hope you will excuse our unannounced visit.
Baldessian, you say? Ah, yes. The old coot set up shop on the Isle of Val, didn't he?
Regrettably, our Order's headquarters and the Isle itself were obliterated by a magic of immense power. I
Yeah.
have the blessing of light to thank for my own preservation.
Kryl, you too possess the Echo.
I thought that was supposed to be super rare. We've met like 3 other people so far who have it, other than us.
Well, yes, of course I do.
That means she's gonna
Order is
die.
devoted to uncovering the mysteries of Hydaelyn and interpreting her will,
I hope not.
particularly through the study of her gift to us. It was in the course of these studies that I met and subsequently befriended Minfilia. She and I have rather a lot in common.
I had no idea.
You weren't supposed to. Not that I wanted to deceive you, you understand, but precautions had to be taken.
Right, so the thing is, the only way you'd know is if someone told you, right? I mean, it's not something that's like, it's like a tattoo on your face or anything. It's not like there's a little gemstone in the middle of your forehead. Like, there's no way to tell other than if someone told you, or if you witnessed an act that could only could have been performed if you had the blessings of Hydaelyn.
Yes, yes, that's all well and good, but you still haven't told me why you're here.
The students of Baldessian are gone, and there is naught I can do to change that. But the science of the Seventh Dawn can yet be restored, and my dear friend found. You have in your possession an ancient crystal of light, one you call your crystal eye. I believe I can use it to focus my abilities and locate one of the missing scions.
Okay.
And there I was, thinking you might want to make use of my years of experience. Oh, wait here.
Long did I ponder the nature of this crystal and its familiar radiance, but never did I suspect it was a crystal of light.
It looks like one of those balls you tell fortunes on. Asmo, stop playing FF. Never. This is clearly spoiling Game of Thrones for me. No. You're funny. Let me catch up with chat. Disillusioned Dork, you know the answer to that question. And yes, I've done the Crystal Tower raids. I've done all of them. I could not have gotten to Heaven's Ward if I hadn't. They're mandatory now. Don't tell me your memory's going, good man.
You're not that old yet, are you?
Let's not speculate too much about Vieira. You will learn more about Vieira physiology and Shadowbringers. Is that a wink wink nudge nudge, or is that more like you will learn more about the physiology? Just kind of a matter of fact. Yep, not mentioning more than just age range. CT raids are now part of MSQ. Yes, they are. I've done the whole Crystal Tower raids. And Disillusioned Dork should know that, because I told him that. We had a conversation about it. I feel offended. He forgot. Huh. Matoya, best troll. I mean, in more ways than one. It's killing me that I can't explain some stuff because spoilers, so I'll just smile. Good. Just sit back and then watch the show as I learn shit. It is super rare, but you also work with a group of people that look for, gather together, and draw in the people that have it. Kryl has reasons from her source game for having the Echo. That's all I'll say. FF5. Okay. Not a euphemism. You'll learn about the Vieira. Alright.
On the cusp of an umbral calamity, souls blessed with the power of the Echo invariably appear. To aid these, her chosen warriors, Hydaelyn bequeaths to each a slither of her strength in the form of a crystal of light.
I got 5.
Reigns, so too does
actually,
the
I think I got
potency
6,
of her
actually.
gifts.
I'll have to recount.
This crystal, born of an earlier era, is infused with a power far greater than those of this age.
You could travel the length and breadth of the land and not find a crystal even a fraction as pure. Its value is beyond measure, as are the risks inherent in its use.
No two manifestations of the Echo are alike. I, for example, can converse with beings of every shape and size, excepting beasts, contrary to what others would have you believe. Language has nothing to do with it, of course. Rather, I am sensitive to the whispers of the soul. Their intent, their very essence even, the traces of which serve to guide the elementals to Y'shtola. Far-fetched though it may sound, I believe that with your crystal eye, I may be able to pick up where they left off and follow the remaining trail to Thancred. That is, if I have your permission.
We can hey, if we get Thancred back, let's try everything we can. We need that lady killer back. As much as he's an overconfident guy. I need his sass.
Well, the poor sod's not going to find himself. So, as long as you don't drop it or take it out of my sight, you may do with it what you will.
Man, do we have to go anywhere?
Thank you, Master Matoya.
No, because the thing is, the crystals I've got by killing primals. They're not like scattered around just randomly. They're sources that are.
Then let us begin.
And they don't summon a dragon to answer wishes. Actually, you don't even really need to travel far. Like, All the primals I fought were in the same countryside.
From the Black Shroud, the trail continues to the north and west, towards a mountain, the foot of Som Al. It was a near thing, but he was not deposited within the rock. I think.
You think? Well, that ain't comforting.
The hunters of Tailfeather know those lands well. I say we begin our search there.
Aye. Let's go save the poor sod. I am excited though. I do wanna go save that dumbass. Alright, let's hop on out and let's go meet up with the folks. Alright, to Tailfeather! Tally here! Alright, we have arrived. Were I to find myself in an unfamiliar wilderness, my first instinct would be to seek out signs of civilization. Ordinarily, perhaps, but in his wounded state he may not have wished to risk contact with strangers of unknown allegiance. Yet even had Thancred chosen to remain in the forest, the hunters would surely have stumbled across his trail. Tailfeather doesn't strike me as an isolated outpost, though. Merchants and traders pass through reasonably regularly, do they not? In which case, we'll need to provide a more detailed description when we question the locals. Fear not, Cryle. I have already prepared several sketches of Thancred for that very purpose. You have sketches? This is impressive. You drew him from memory? A skill I acquired some years ago for reasons I no longer remember. I can't do that for shit. Like, not from memory. I need references when I sketch shit. Hell, when I 3D model and sculpt something, I need, like... I don't need just one reference, I need, like, 7. I propose we split up into 2 pairs. Ishola and I will inquire at the outlying encampments, while Shroud and Cryle question the residents of Tailfeather. Afterwards, we shall regroup near Loth Ast Vath and share our findings. Assuming there are no objections, let us be about it. No objections from me. Time to begin questioning the locals. And if they don't want to be forthcoming, well, question them the old-fashioned way. My, he certainly has matured, hasn't he? Hard to imagine he was once a boy who practiced drawing for hours to impress young... Ah, ha, ha, ha. So that's why he did it. Okay. Okay, speaking from experience, that does not work. And as much as like a gal you might be interested in artwork, might be fascinated by it, it's by no means a good flirting method. Anyway, we had best get started. Find me when you've finished making your rounds. Yes, indeed, Madam Cryle. Right, Lupeld. Searching for a friend of yours? Let's have a look then. Here's a sketch. Oh, the nails on that guy. No, I ain't seen him around. Sorry. Well, damn. That was my first lead. A sketch of said lass would make a very sweet gift, though. It would make a nice gift, yes, but as a way to, like, actually open the door up to a relationship, just have a cheesy pun. Have an icebreaker pun. And then chat. And then, when things start to progress, a sketch of them is always a good gift. once things have underway. As your first step to a relationship, in my experience, does not work at all. What's that you've got there? A sketch? I can't remember what voice I did for him, so I'll just do a new one. Can't say I know the face. You say he's something of a warrior. I heard a tale the other day about a Hyeran vagabond who brought down a bandersnatch by himself, and with style. Would they tell it? Way they tell it, he was dancing with the beast like he was the belle of the bleeding ball. Sound like your man? I mean, he's a rogue / ninja, so he's very light on his feet for sure.
A Hyeran man? We're not exactly rare, you know. Could you be more specific? I did spy this one bloke a while back. Didn't get a good look at his face, but it could have been him. This way beyond the forest, as I recall, along the river to the west of the Tailfeather. I remember thinking he wasn't much of a hunter. The lad was making no effort to cover his tracks. That, and he was carrying an axe instead of a bow.
I will say an axe is not an effective hunting weapon unless you are one hell of an accurate thrower. And you got a very aerodynamic hatchet. But if you have that skill, an axe is probably the most effective hunting weapon. Alright, Kryle, we've interrogated the locals.
Finished? In that case, I think we've learned everything we can here. Let's see what the others have found out.
Tally ho!
Fly, my dragon.
Oh, though I'm shite at flirting in general. Oh, I'm not good at it either. I don't have any techniques that work on all the ladies, you know? It's like, hey there, baby. How you doing? That's it. As far as I got. Anything that happens after that is all ad-lib. It's all shit I'm figuring out as I go. No. Nah, I don't have any good icebreaker puns either. None that don't sound stupid as fuck. Huh?
My apologies for our late arrival. We thought it wise to question as many hunters as we could. Many have made camp in inaccessible locations, ideal for hunting game, not so receiving visitors. Nevertheless, our time proved well spent. There have been countless sightings of an exceptionally capable Hyeran hunter with whom no one is familiar. Though none chanced to see a man's face, his height and build match Thancred's description, as does his fighting prowess.
That's about what we heard.
So you have heard the same tales. But that as it may, we yet want for conclusive proof. Mayhap this is unrelated, but I heard a curious tale regarding a Vath trader. He came to Tailfeather in search of garments, fit for a man of refinement, which seemed a rather curious description for one of his kind. You are implying that Thancred sent a Vath to market in his stead. Why would he not go himself? Well, if you recall, you yourself emerged from the livestream as naked as your name day. It is a scene I shall never forget. You don't tell that to the lady! Is it now?
Ah, you moron. Rule number 1. You see a woman naked by mistake, and she didn't want you to see her naked, you pretend you didn't see shit. You just like, nope. You take that file out of your brain, you find the nearest shredder, mosey on about. That's it. Just FYI, right-clicking on the grayed out icon in the turn-in window brings out a menu with a... didn't I just do that? Well, I was pleased to see you. Oh, this fucking kid. Well, I was pleased to see you. I mean, it was a simple statement of fact. It stands to reason that Thancred found himself in the same predicament. Oh, God. There's so much character to the dialogue. It's fucking amazing. In any case, if he had dealings with the Vath, they should be able to tell us, no? Quite right. Hey, quite right. Cryo, quite right. Let's go chat with them. Kid's got game, I'll give him that. Yeah. And... yeah, kids fumbled over his words. Happens to the best of us. Well, what are we waiting for? For all we know, Thancred could be waiting for us in Loth Astvoth. We must go and see the Vath right away. Come along, everyone, come along! And forget what I said, Ishgard, that I will never forget to the day I die seeing you naked. 'Twas a figure of speech, really. I mean, in fairness, isn't that like the ultimate compliment, though? Well, it depends on how you say it, I suppose. Like, if you say it with, like a revering voice, like, I'll never forget that till the day I die. You know, then it's more of a compliment. Then if it's more of a, that's burned into my retinas, I'll not forget that horrific sight to the day I die. Then it's an insult. I don't know, I'm not a lady though, so... The lasses in the chat, if you're there. Would you see that as a compliment or more of an insult? And yes, Alfie is a tad oblivious on social cues at times. So am I, so I can relate to that. And there's been many a time where I've said the wrong thing and you know, I've said one thing where I intended a certain implication, but I ended up getting slapped in the face for my troubles because turns out what I said didn't quite sound as I intended. It's happened many times. I think all guys out there can relate to this on some level. And I have an excuse. You know, I have autism, so Asperger's, or I guess isn't it called ASD now? Autism spectrum disorder. I don't know. I can't keep up with the name changes and stuff. But yeah, I have that. I'm high functioning, obviously. I'm not gonna dwell on that too much. But yeah, there's been many a times where I said something that to me just sounded like I was making a factual statement, and then I offended someone around me. I'm like, oh, shit. That's right. Etiquette! That's something you got to learn. Social graces are a pain in the ass. Alright. Great hunters! I pretty much do the same voice for like all creatures at this point. I make the same I make the same voice pretty much for the goblins and for the Vanu, so it's the only voice that sounds right for these guys though, that's for sure. I might change something else for the Vanu. Click. Great hunters, we welcome you once more to Loth Astvoth. What do you seek this day? We seek a man with whom we are told you may have had certain dealings. How curious. The hunter's tire of godly sport and pursue mortal prey? No, he is not prey, but a friend long missing. Good. He is a friend of the Vath as well. One with whom we have traded many times.
Truly? And you are quite certain it was this man?
There is no doubt. Click, click. The fleshling clothed in skin came to us from some all, lost and weak. He offered meat and hides in trade, and in exchange we tended to his wounds. He brought us much flesh. So skilled a hunter he was. Much flesh. When he asked for garments, we were glad to provide them.
And where is he now?
Click, click. Gone to Loth Astnath. Not long ago, when he heard that one mind had summoned our god once more.
Ravana is returned? Vidofnir did say the Nath had grown as before, but what could Thancred hope to accomplish by himself? Honored Elder, we thank you for your help. Would that we could repay this kindness ere we depart, but we must hasten to our comrade's side.
Go, good hunters, lest the Nath claim him as a sacrifice.
Indeed. Alright, Charlie here. Gotta go save Thancred's ass. Alright. Tailfeather. I mean, the Vath are bugs. Don't know how bugs talking would sound like. Theorizing. Alright, here we go. I sense a hostile presence. You no shit. And thank you for dying. Alright.
Who else could be? Thancred. It could be Thancred. We must hurry.
By himself? What is he doing by himself? Hey, listen, he's a capable as hell fighter, but he was defeated by some crystal braves and shit. Oh, it's a Warrior of Darkness, isn't it? The one that we saw a preview of before? Okay. Actually, that kind of looks like the same group from the Realm Reborn trailer. Like the exact same group. I thought those were supposed to be the warrior. That was supposed to like represent us, the players.
This day, we reclaim the reins of history. This day, we rid ourselves of the Ascians forever.
Fools playing at heroes, all of you. Is this how you believe you can save your world?
We can and we will, Ascian. You shall see. Or perhaps you will not!
I'm very confused
so
now.
You are the warrior of light. The savior of Eorzea. It's a wonder you didn't come sooner. What with the primal and all. Lost a step, have we?
Have care. The ether moves strangely around him.
It would seem we share a common enemy. Mayhap you would tell us who you are.
Shall we show them?
Hey, whoa, what the fuck? I am at a very definitive loss here. These guys are look exactly like those from the Aroma Born trailer. So I thought they were supposed to represent the player, but are they're their own characters? Fuck. Thancred? He looks different, but yeah, that's gotta be Thancred though. Oh damn, the drip on that animation. Fuck.
Not very sporting of you to interrupt. But so be it. Mark well our faces, warrior of light. For we are the warriors of darkness. Walkers of a different path. And we shall meet again.
Warriors.
Okay.
Really?
Thancred, are you all right?
Pleasantries can wait. I'd rather not be here when the Nath arrive. Agreed?
That voice is very jarringly different. I'm still getting used to the new. I'm used to most of everybody's new voices so far. I gotta take some time to get used to Thancred's. My God, I feel like I just got brain fucked. There's so much that just happened. Like, okay, so the people we saw in the Aroma Born trailer were not, in fact, representatives of the player. They were characters that were indeed there at the Battle of Cartanu. Not Battle of Cartanu. Yeah. That battle. And Louisaw saved them just for the Ascians to somehow get a hold of them? Yet we saw them... the flash we saw was of them defeating an Ascian. But they say that the Warriors of Dark... I am so confused. I'm not gonna lie. WZ, welcome to the chat. Welcome, welcome. I'm here just in time. Smile, smile, smile. These guys were the Warriors of Light from the end of 1.0. Nay, these are not. Okay. The ones in the trailers represent the player character. These are different people. No spoilers. Maybe they've been mind-controlled / alternative selves? I'm just guessing, though. I finished the latest game. I know who they are. Okay. The ones in the trailer are us, the player. Those people are different. And you'll learn who they are. Why are they designed exactly after the... They looks like they're designed exactly after... Like, the resemblance is too close. They have to be the same characters. Unless they're supposed to be like, I don't know, an alternate version of us. I don't know, it's very confusing.
Suffice it to say, our reunion was not at all as I pictured it. Waiting until the last instant to join the fray. 'Tis plain you have not lost your appetite for the dramatic.
My appetite for the dramatic? Have you forgotten the circumstances of our parting? The heroic last stand, the tunnel filling with light, and then...
Yeah, his voice is too light for him. Like, it needs to be a little bit deeper.
Had I known you intended to use forbidden magics to deliver me to some god's forsaken wilderness, I would have thanked you in advance.
Thancred.
If nothing else, you might have warned me that I would emerge from the live stream in the all-together. Eventually, I managed to fashion knives from some obsidian I found, and set about hunting for meat and hides. Given that I'm not all that skilled in leatherworking, it's probably for the best that I met the Vath before I was reunited with you.
Probably. Didn't need to see the Thancred Jr. downstairs, you know?
So you were the fleshling clothed in skins of whom the storyteller spoke?
A description which fit me as ill as the skins themselves. Happily, I was able to trade with the Vath for garments better becoming a man of refinement. From them, I learned of Ravana, and of the great warrior who had once laid him low.
Sup, dude?
And thence did you conclude that were you to track the Primal's movements, it would surely bring you into contact with the Scions once more?
It seemed a reasonable assumption. I could think of no one else with your enthusiasm for slaying beastmen gods. Until now, that is.
Ah, yes. The self-proclaimed warriors of darkness. 'Tis only fitting that they stand in opposition to the warrior of light, I suppose.
I mean, yeah, we're on two opposite ends of the spectrum. It'd be weird if they were like, hey, we're the warriors of darkness, but we got you, bro. But why did they seem to hate us so much?
Past, if only for a moment. They were confronting a man in black. An Ascian, I think.
I know, that's why it's confused me even more. It doesn't seem like they're agents of the
If these warriors
Ascians.
are capable of doing battle with Ascians and Primals both, they must be possessed of powerful protection. Protection not unlike the Echo.
Spoilers? I ain't... I'll learn as we go. It's just I'm super confused. Oh, here we go. Blessed with the power of the Echo, and driven to put down primals. Despite his declaration that they walk a different path, I struggle to see how their goals conflict with ours. Nor is that the only oddity. I find it passing strange that such exceptional individuals should be wholly escaped our notice until now. Surely we would have heard rumors and attempted to recruit them to our cause. I recall no such adventurers, and I would not soon forget their like, nor would any of us, I think.
One of our primary duties was to scour the city-states for promising candidates, which is how Thancred found Shroud. The memories. I'm giving him proper voice. The memories. It seems like only yesterday that you slew your first primal. Speaking of which, I had the distinct impression that it was not the first time that band of merry men and women had killed a god. Labor to believe that a band of preternaturally gifted adventurers has been traveling the land, slaying primals without our knowledge. 'Twould imply gross negligence on our part. Speculation will avail us not. There is too much we do not know. For the present, we must needs concentrate on what we do know. Namely, that Lord Ravana is no more. Vidofnir must be informed. The news may render her more receptive to Sir Emmerich's invitation. Since you seem to have affairs here well in hand, I shall take my leave. Simply being in the vicinity of this colony is giving me a stinking headache. If you have need of me, I shall be with Master Matoya. I would beg her assistance with search for Minfilia. Wait, Minfilia is missing? I thought she escaped with Shroud. I shall explain on the road. Much has happened in your absence. Spoilers. Spoilers everywhere.
Yeah, I can see the meme.
A smile is better than a spoiler. Alrighto. Well, let's go speak with Vidofnir. Plot A is back underway while Plot B is doing its thing. Vidofnir! Oh, like, they're joining me for that. I thought they were all bailing. I had not thought to see thee again so soon, mortal. If thou seekest the night, know that she hath long since departed for Ishgard. My thanks, Vidofnir, but it was not for her that we came. We bring good tidings, for you and yours. Lord Ravana, who had been summoned by the Nath, has again been laid low. Truly? Once more you mortals have succeeded where mine own kind did fail. You have our deepest thanks. Would that we could take credit. The god fell by another's hand. Another? Revelation upon revelation. Regardless, it is cause for celebration. The Nath will have no choice but to withdraw. But to another matter... Oh, music stopped. Okay. But to another matter. I have tidings for thee as well. Regarding the Ishgardian's invitation? As promised, I brought the matter to my sire. Hearken to his answer now. For 1,000 years have I mourned my beloved, who gave her life to forge a peace thy king betrayed. Such was my lot until a child of Ishgard came unto me. For want of warmth she wrapped herself in a dream, yet the world will remember her deeds. For truth she fought, for justice she sinned, for redemption she sacrificed and became as light. To follow one's heart, to have faith in one's convictions, be it for weal or be it for woe. Such is the folly and the glory of man and of dragon. He hath entrusted the choice to us, and we have made it. We will keep faith with you who walk in the light. Then you accept Sir Emmerich's invitation? Let it be known that I, Vidofnir, shall journey unto Ishgard on behalf of my people. We are honored to receive your answer, and will convey your words to our allies without delay.
Hey, not only did we get it in our lifetime, we got it within the hour. For dragons, that must have been like a snap decision.
It is happening, Azael. What that you were here to see it.
May she rest in dragon heaven. Oh boy. Rain, nighttime, and Sir Emmerich's traveling with but 2 people.
Celebrated the return of a long-lost friend. Honorable men plotted to deprive them of another.
Ah, fucking hell. No.
Honorable men, to whom Sir Emmerich was no hero, but a scheming patricide.
A new recruit has blessed our company.
Fuck! No, 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 no.
Honorable men who would fain wash the paving stones of foundation.
Oh, no, no, no. Please tell me that's a flesh wound. That is just something that...
Honorable men whose knife in the dark was the spark which set the city aflame, and who sang as it burned.
Oh, every fucking time. Why? He better just received an injury. He better not be fucking dead. Why? Every goddamn time! Give me a break, game! You don't need to kill a character I like every goddamn stream! Fuck! Right, let us not keep Sir Emmerich... He better be fucking alive. Are you quite well, Thancred? Yes, quite well. Forgive me, you have given me rather a lot to digest. This whole affair with the Ishgardians and Dravanians, and our friends nowhere to be found. 'Twould seem there is no end to our troubles. We can but face them head on. One at a time. For now we must apply ourselves to our allotted tasks, and leave the others to theirs. Remember, Thancred, we found you as they found me. In time we will find Ida in Papalimo, and Minfilia as well. These troubles will soon be but a memory, one which we will look back on together. Pray do not misunderstand. I did not mean to imply that it would be otherwise. I merely wish that I had rejoined our grand adventure at one of its more triumphant moments. Despite your recent accomplishments, the mood here is less than celebratory. But I have no doubt that we will enjoy many more glorious victories soon enough, and you may rest assured that I will play my part in them to the very hilt. I know you will. So then, to the congregation. Yay, so he can be told he's dead. I'm in denial right now. I better not be fucking dead. I'll be an unhappy person. I'll be a very unhappy person. So the game can't kill you, so it compensates? Yes, just make me want to die every couple hours or so as you play through the MSQ. No biggie. There's my waifu. You have returned. In this, at least, their fates are kind. Greetings, First Commander. It pleases me to inform you that Vidofnir has accepted Sir Emmerich's invitation. She has? These are glad tidings indeed. Would that the Lord Commander were here to hear them. Ah, is he otherwise engaged? Aye, sleeping off a knife to the gut. Sleeping off, as in sleeping, as in resting, as in fucking healing, right? What? What happened? Will he live? The Tarugians tell me that he will make a full recovery. Thank God. Fuck. But had Lord Edmont and Lord Otwell not been on hand when the assassin struck, he would not have been so fortunate for mercy. They subdued the fiend before he could land the telling blow. The attack was just the beginning, though.
Not long after, buildings all round the city, including several of ours, burst into flame. Bastards caught us completely by surprise. We've been downs in the fires, and for every one we put out, it seems like 2 more start up. Casualties are mounting, especially in the Broom. 'Tis plain these fires were started by the assassin's conspirators. Until they have been rounded up, there will be no end to this. Will you help us find them?
Yes, yes. I will help you find them, absolutely. If I could, I would. If you still have the assassin, can I interrogate him? I got some really heavy metal gauntlets I'd like to try out and see how hard I can dent him. Chirugans is an archaic spelling of surgeon. Well, I can't say surgeon. It's not spelled surgeon. Not even remotely close. Nothing there is like sir. Like chur. It's chur. So churgeons. So churgeons. Alright. Pray allow me to beat up some assassins. The flames are spreading. We must needs begin our investigation immediately. Witnesses must be found. Suspects must be identified. Have you been able to determine the precise locations where the fires were set? Mayhap there is a pattern. If there is, we have yet to discern it. Fires have been reported throughout the city, in both the pillars and foundation. Indeed, given the size of the area affected, I think it best to divide our forces. Master Alphino and Mistress Y'shtola, I would have you take charge of the investigation and foundation. As you wish. Mayhap Tataru can be of assistance as well. Meaning Shroud and me get the pillars. Yes! Me and my waifu get to investigate together. Yes.
Oh, they'll like me up there. Only question is, will the grizzled old rogue striking a pose over there be joining us?
Thancred? No! Don't fall for Thancred.
Thancred of the Scions of the Seventh Dawn. And may I say what a pleasure it is to meet you too, my lady.
Fuck you, dude!
I'll bet. The name's Hilda, a scion, eh? And there I was thinking I'd found a fellow ruffian amongst all these illustrious personages. I will remain here to coordinate the fire-quenching effort. If you learn aught of the value, pray inform me immediately. That is all.
Can we re-lose Thancred, please?
While we could begin by sifting through charred rubble and questioning random passerby, in experience, every town has at least one individual who can be counted on to know things he or she should not. Oh aye, the infamous Lord Amenelaine de Fortam, lover of women and wine, though neither care for him that much. They say he could gossip for Ishgard. Just the sort of fellow I had in mind. Capital suggestion, Shroud? He'll be in the Crozier. He'll be in the Crozier, most like, making an effort to be seen. So let's go and see him.
Tally ho.
Grizzled I will accept, but old? Ha! Alright, now to go speak with Mr. Amenelaine. Wait, hold on, where do I gotta go? Specifically. The Jeweled Courtier. I should have figured. Yeah. There it is. Alright, Amenelaine. Well, if it isn't Shroud. Dearest of all my friends, you're looking rather glum. Something the matter, old boy? Ah, yes, the arsons. Dreadful business, that. And awfully curious, wouldn't you say? There doesn't seem to be any rhyme or reason to it at all. Naturally. We've doubled the guard outside the manor, along with most of the other houses. Can't have the old pile going up in flames, after all. Oh, in case you were wondering why the Hopland is awash with refugees, the lower levels of the vault have been opened to those unfortunate souls who have lost their homes. Sir Emmerich's orders, from what I hear. Remarkable man. Not even a knife in the ribs can keep him from his duties. Actually, old boy, if you were thinking of questioning the refugees, I should be more than happy to accompany you to the Hopland. While you conduct your inquiries, I could offer words of comfort to the distressed and despondent young maidens. What a douche. Wait a moment. I know what that is. You're giving me one of your looks, aren't you? You do me an injustice, old boy. I would have you know my heart yearns for but one rose, prickly though she may be. I sense you remain unconvinced. Very well, if it will help to prove the purity of my intentions, I shall gracefully rescind my offer. Now run along and catch those arsonists.
That was not entirely what I had hoped for.
Whose idea was it to come here again?
Technically mine. Never mind. For our next step, I suggest we divide our efforts. While you question the refugees in the Hopland Shroud, I shall investigate the locations where the fires were set. Would you be so good as to join me, Hilda? Oh.
You know what? I reckon I would. Can't have you roaming about in an unfamiliar city by your lonesome, can we? You'd only get robbed blind and left shivering in your small clothes. Damn it. He's gonna charm her. One waifu to scratch off the list.
Alright, real quick. Actually, I don't think I... Oh, no, I do.
I had taken some damage to me armor. Alright, so now to question the refugees. Alright, Terry here. And it's a small hop away, but it's still a hop. Let's go to the last visitor, and then we'll run from there. Unruffled refugee. Ours was gone, one of the first homes to be claimed, but I didn't see how the fire began.
Oh, it's a lady.
Whoops. It was only when I heard our neighbors shouting that I looked outside and saw the flames. We barely escaped with the clothes on our backs. Were it not for the church's generosity, I don't know what we'd do.
Emmerich's generosity. The church would not have offered it.
Vault priest. Alright, Terry, good man.
Oh. Cinematic. Oh, it's still in first person. Oh, that's cool.
Come, my brothers and sisters. There is food and shelter enough.
Well, he's kind of an older man.
Come, my brothers and sisters. There's food and shelter enough for all in the Bacilla. Helone's blessing be upon you, Father. I confess we were not sure if we should come. There are so many unbelievable tales these days about the Archbishop and Sir Emmerich and the Giovannians. Trust in your hearts, brother, and pay no heed to the lies of lesser men. They seek only to lead you astray. Do you require succor as well, sir?
I could make a joke, but it would be very inappropriate.
So the Temple Knights have begun their investigation at last. Good. This madness has gone on for far too long. Would that I could do something to aid you in your search, but I have duty to these poor souls. Farewell, and may the Fury guide your steps.
Okay, so maybe it wasn't a first person. I thought it was a first.
There was a man with a satchel. I saw him kneeling outside the window, and then there was smoke everywhere. It was so hot I couldn't breathe.
I don't remember how I made it out. I suppose I must have climbed. Maybe my arm is getting better after all.
So no direct leads. Spicy. Priest is a bit suspect. I mean, they had a fucking cinematic for him, so it'd be odd if it wasn't. Alright, Thancred. Ah, there you are. Anything to share? We will require more than the muddled testimony of a traumatized girl, if we are to identify the culprits. While you were questioning the refugees, we inspected the scenes of several of the fires, including one near St. Ramenau's Cathedral, and another near the Tribunal. For a mercy, neither structure suffered significant damage. Some might say they were spared by the grace of their fury. Others might question how such ruthlessly efficient arsonists contrived to fail so miserably on the 2 occasions when their target was a bastion of Ishgardian orthodoxy. Nothing conclusive, of course, but it does give one cause to wonder, Alphino will doubtless have an opinion. Yep, the church is trying to control the people. And to do that, give them panic, and then cordon them off in your church, fill their heads in their panicked, scared states with your beliefs, and make them trust and rely upon you. That way, when all this good effort is being done by those like Sir Emmerich and the such, is being brought to the forefront, people won't believe it and accept it, even on a more fundamental level. Because of their gratitude for being saved. Damn. I hate this Game of Thrones shit. I love it and hate it at the same time. Right, to the room. Captive, okay. Silence. Silence will avail you not, sir. Good. Ah, Shroud. I was just about to summon you. As you can see, we have detained a suspect. We found this man loitering near the remains of one of the stricken buildings. According to eyewitnesses, he was also present before the fires broke out. We wished to have words. He did not, so we insisted. Let me go, damn it! You got the wrong man! My, but you reek of oil, and are those burns on your hands? An occupational hazard, I suppose. But tell me, does arson pay well? I'm a victim, you imbecile! Look at me! Aye, and that you are, after a fashion. You should know that your pious patron has already spun us a delightful yarn about how his pet mongrel slipped the leash and set about burning half the city to the ground. Not very noble of him, I grant you, but then these highborn types rarely do show loyalty to their pets. In fact, he called you rabid and begged as us to put you down. That's bollocks! He's the one who told me to keep going. Even a sinner such as me could find salvation in the Fury's work, he said. I left it behind, tried to, with all my heart. Said my prayers every day, like a good man. But he came to me! He came to me! And there you go, have it, Hilda. Hey, Hilda, would you be so kind as to escort our friend here to the congregation? Aye, so long as you don't mind if he's limping when he gets there. For offering a character. If the handyman... the handyman. Oh wait, wrong game. What? That was incredible, Thancred. But how did you know he would confess? Well, I have this I've seen his like before.
A troubled soul manipulated by men of power and wielded as a weapon. I could not be certain, of course, but given the stakes, I thought it worth the risk. And if our captive had called your bluff? Must we entertain hypotheticals? The world as it is vexing enough. Thank you, Thancred. Whether by luck or judgment, we have at least confirmed that these arsons were orchestrated by a person or persons of influence. I think it best that we now return to the congregation and discuss how best to proceed. The damn remnants of the church are playing a power game. That's it. How have you not figured it out by now? I figured it out. Report to Lucia. On behalf of the Holy See of Ishgard, I thank you all. The man you apprehended is being interrogated as we speak. Though he fell silent upon realizing that we had not turned his master, he will soon tell us what he knows, one way or another. Ah, the older brother. The one I actually like. Artoel. Pardon the intrusion, First Commander. Ah, Lord Artoel. Are you come to see your father? He's attending Sir Emmerich in his chambers at present. I am. He bid me bring his salve. Then do not let me detain you, and thank you for your kindness, my lord. In times of trouble, every man must do his part. Would that I could do more. My lord Artoel did not seem to be in best of spirits. 'Tis little wonder. Master Elfino, his father is widely slandered, and his half-brother not yet cold in the grave. I mean, yeah. Fending. Brother? Sup? I don't know how to say that your name, sir, but welcome. How you doing? Alright, let me acquire the particulars. Nice beard? Thank you. As goes light, so goes darkness.
I do not mean to diminish our accomplishments, but until we identify the ones who ordered the fires set, our work is far from finished.
Between the various conservative and religious factions in Ishgard, I dare say there's no shortage of parties who would like to see the status quo preserved. Do any likely suspects spring to mind?
I mean, for me, the clergy.
Far too many to count.
Good to see you're alive, man. Good to see ya!
Lord Commander, your wounds.
Are healing well. Thank you. Time is of the essence. Lest we forget, these men would sooner put their own city to the torch than see it change. When our enemies learn that we have apprehended their arsonist, there is no telling how they will react.
Speak of the devil, and he shall appear.
An armed mob has seized control of the vault.
And now we know. Tell us what happened, sir. Spare no detail.
We were directing refugees into the Basilica, as you ordered, when all of a sudden, men brandishing weapons were all around us. It happened so fast, my lord. We had no time to respond. They've taken the refugees hostage and barricaded themselves inside the vault.
And they sent you to deliver their demands.
They, the true brothers of the faith, demand that a conclave to select the next archbishop be held forthwith. Furthermore, they declare that you, Lord Commander, are guilty of patricide and high treason, and that you must surrender yourself at once to receive of the Fury's judgment.
Can we kill them, please?
Ridiculous! I mean, do they honestly think that executing Sir Emmerich would change anything? That the truth will somehow die with him?
These fundamentalists rage against the passing of the old ways, unable to accept there can be no going back.
Did his voice change? I don't remember it sounding like that.
Given the fanciful nature of their demands, a peaceful resolution does not seem likely. If the hostages are to be rescued, it will be by force.
Good. Unleash me.
Agreed. Lucia, take a contingent of knights and establish a perimeter outside the entrance.
At once, Lord Commander.
Hilda, I need your people out in force throughout the Broom. When word spreads of the situation, the friends and family of the hostages may try to take matters into their own hands. I will not give these militants more targets. I shall lead the assault on the vault. Master Alphino, can I count on the support of the Scions?
Hell yeah, my sword's rearing to go.
Of course.
My blade thirsts.
Good old Edmond Fortum. Indeed.
We are in your debt.
Count. If Sir Emmerich is
I shall join you as well, Lord Commander.
Uh-oh. I got a really bad feeling.
Welcome, Lord Atwarel. To arms then, friends. Time is against us.
No. Make him stay. Make him stay. The Count has lost one son already. No, don't do this. Don't do this to the man again. No, I got a really bad feeling. No. Why? Why are y'all so stupid? No. Oh, fuck me. Oh. God damn it. Don't do this to me, please. Jude Crochet. Fuck. No. Oh, we need to protect Otwell. We can't have the Count losing another son. Not so soon after the first. Fuck. Emmerich is Bay, Edmond is father, and I don't mean that in a creepy way. He's a really good dad. Indeed. If you had said daddy, then I would question what you mean. But father's pretty definitive there. Well, we haven't lost someone this patch yet. We already gotten pretty damn close with Emmerich getting stabbed. Listen well. We will enter the Basilica silently via this gate. According to our latest reports, there are at least 6 hostages being held within. The numbers and readiness of the true brothers of the faith are unknown. I am told one claimed to have served under Thornton the 7th. Might the same be true of the rest? Given the swiftness with which they seized control of the vault, I think it highly likely, yes. Which means that they may well possess the knowledge required to turn the building's defenses against us. Be that as it may, we have no choice but to press on.
Lord Otwell, you are a brave man and true, and none would dare question your honor if you chose not to risk your life in this endeavor. I would ask that you not! Are you certain you wish to join us? I am no stranger to the battlefield, Sir Emmerich. My arm will not falter. My shield will not break. Alone is my witness. We will bring these fanatics to justice. Well said, my lord. Friends, follow me. Bad feeling, bad feeling, bad feeling, bad feeling. Tally-ho. Lay down your arms and die by the sword. Or die by the sword. Up, tank stance, because I sink down. Alright, tarry, my friends. Tarry. Alright, what's 1 out of 6 hostages rescued?
Bless you.
You must hurry. The others were taken elsewhere by Sir Simonard. Sir Simonard? So this is indeed the work of the Archbishop's former servants. Good. We can finally end his legacy by killing all those he bothered to train. The good little dogs will know death has come for them. They should have. The good little dogs should have remained silent and allowed themselves to be whipped. But no, a rabid dog is too loyal to its former master to be allowed to live.
Down with you!
That jumped me.
They took the others somewhere. It all happened so fast.
So quickly, yeah. Oh. Alright. Come here, bastards. Otwell, do not run in on your own. Bad Otwell. You're gonna get killed. Maybe not. Who knows? Don't toy with my emotions. It's been toyed with enough. Oh good, more of them. I get to kill more of these sons of bitches. So Simonard, lay down your arms and release the hostages, and you will be shown mercy. I give you my word. Ha! The word of a heretic and kinslayer. I would sooner trust a dragon. Activate the knights. We shall show the hostages the same mercy he showed the Archbishop. Go fuck yourself, dude. Be all too... Don't worry, I'll send you to the afterlife where you can suck the teat and the cock of your favorited Archbishop in the afterlife. Join him in the 7th level of hell.
Unlike you, Sir Emmerich, I am a man of honor, and by my hand you shall receive the Fury's judgment. So it is to be a trial, then. Lord Otterell, Shroud, leave us and save the hostages. I will deal with Sir Seminard. Are you sure that's wise? I mean, we could just kill him for you. Damn it. Wait, what? Oh, okay. I was wondering if they were attacking each other for a minute there. Leave the hostages be, you ugly motherfucker! If you're hurting now, the rest of the story up till the end of Shadowbringers will hurt more. This is the way of the Final Fantasy story. Why do you do this to me? Okay. So... where else are we going? Oh crap, he's almost dead. Get his bonds off. Hostages. Okay, we gotta rescue one more, but where? So that you can smile as Hushafont wanted even through the pain. Don't do this to me. Okay, not here, apparently. There's one more, but where? Not there. And if you don't cry at least once in FF, you have no soul. Because it's fun to see the reactions of Sprouts to these things and relive the story through them. That's nice. I do understand that feeling, though. When I was watching Mother's Den, or Mom's Den, sorry. When I was watching her stream when she was finishing up patch 2.55. Yeah, I kind of got a little bit of a cathartic. Yeah, it's kind of good. I'm getting a little bit of therapy watching somebody else go through this misery. Crap, where's the other hostage? Yeah? No. I'm streaming right now. I'll talk to you in a minute. Ah. Tell me we don't have to start all the way the fuck over. Normal. God damn it.
Alright. Alright, come on. Let's make headway here.
Down with you!
Morgan Tempest Lupus, what's up? I wish you a good travel through the land of ice and Conald. I already, if you're talking about Heavensward, I already finished the most of Heavensward. Well, I finished Heavensward. I'm now just doing the post-Heavensward patches. But thank you. Don't think it makes us sociopaths. Alright, this way, to there. Alright.
You underestimate me!
You guys got me all hyped up what's about to happen. Jesus. I'm gonna skip this if I can. Because we already went through it once. Alright, let's figure out where the fuck all the hostages are, because first one's over here. Alright, tie their bonds. Hey Moraine, welcome to the stream. Alright, so where the second set is. Alright, untangle her bonds. Now, where's the fucking 6-1? Do I have to go back to Sir Emmerich? Is that it, or...? Tell them to come to me. let's head back. Where's the last hostage?
This knight does not yield!
Okay, that's where. Okay, I was wondering where the fuck the ass one is. He took melee. This is stressful.
Where is he? Where is he?
You motherfucker.
Come no closer!
You coward.
You have nowhere to run. Release the girl and surrender.
Surrender to whom? The blasphemer who throws wide the gates to our enemy? Who breaks bread with him and calls him brother? Ungodly swine!
Fuck you.
I would sooner die than surrender to you.
Good. Be prepared to.
Is it godly to spill the blood of an innocent child? To burn the homes of your brothers? Tell me, priest, is that godly?
Do not speak to me of godliness, heathen! Your father's blood is on your hands, as is hers!
How is it her fault, you fucking crap piece of shit? Oh, Vidifnir, oh you blessed, beautiful, sexy dragon you. Thank you so much.
What? But I...
My chest.
Vidofnir!
It's Vidifnir. I stand by that. Sounds way better. Vidofnir does not sound as good.
Well met, knight. Mayhap I chose an inopportune moment.
No, that was what we call the definition of opportune.
Not at all. Pray forgive us this most unworthy reception. We are honored to have you with us, and right glad of your aid.
Fortune delivered the child unto me. I had but to receive her.
Thank you for saving me.
Thou art welcome, child.
What happened to the priest? Did we kill him? We better have.
Never did I think to be indebted to so unexpected a savior. But full glad am I to be so.
Friend of Izel, warrior of warriors, I had hoped to meet with thee.
Hey.
I bear a message from my sire.
Railsvelger? What does he want?
From Bracefelder.
Upon returning to our lands, Nidhogg's shade did sing unto his brood, and they for skies unknown did then take wing. This thou must know, for your fates are inextricably bound.
What of Estinian? Is he truly lost to us?
Such matters are beyond my ken. I but bear my father's words. Take from them what thou wilt. Fare you well, mortals.
So, no meeting of the minds to just negotiate peace? Or did that count?
So it is as they say then. A great white dragon swooped down from the heavens to rescue an innocent child.
A most unexpected turn of events, but not an unwelcome one. The people will not soon forget this day.
Kind of unfortunate the circumstances it had to happen, but yeah.
Yet how will they choose to remember it, Sir Emmerich? And will these events serve to bring man and dragon closer together, or drive a deeper wedge between brothers?
I can't see how people could interpret it as a bad thing that the dragon saved it.
Years, the world these men once knew is changing, and with ungentle swiftness to boot. Though their actions are misguided, their sentiments are only to be expected. You may be sure that others will rally to their cause. I share your desire for a lasting peace with the Jovanians, I do. But I would not see it built on the bones of our countrymen, nor on our own. I see much of Horsefon in you, and I could not bear to mourn the passing of another son.
Lord Edmund.
I'll be right back. I'll be right back. Un momento, por favor.
Where's your group?
This is my group.
Oh, fucking here. There you go. Hi. Hey, everyone.
I love you too.
Don't worry, you're fine. My baby, you're my baby. What?
Hello, everyone.
My doggo was in need of some comfort. Isn't that right, huh? Who's a good girl? Who's a good girl? Hey.
This is Juno, by the way, for those new and I don't know if the word escapes me. Jack's licking my hand for some reason. I haven't eaten any food today, so my hand should taste like soap.
Maybe you
It's my beard. That tickles.
Love you too.
Yeah, she needed some attention and some love.
Hey, come here.
Dogs are part of a family. They deserve cuddle time. Yes, they do. And she loves hers. If you stop cuddling her, she starts barking sometimes. She's like, no, that wasn't long enough. Unfortunately, though this is still considered a short stream, it's only been 2 hours. I'm being strong-armed to participate in a family event, which I don't know why it's an event. That's my personal opinion. But yeah, we're getting together to celebrate people leaving. So not like this world, like it's not a funeral or anything like that. But they're just going somewhere. And for some reason, it requires a party. I mean, I don't know. I can definitely see like doing like a send-off party for like friends and stuff, but family, you know, it's just my cousins. I don't see them enough. I'm wondering why it's like a full-blown shindig. Oh, Scottish family. No, Scottish descendant. Scottish and Irish descendants, so very tight-knit. Family has the last word in the matter. Yeah, it's true. It's true. And I love my cousins, but I feel like I could just like text them and be like, you know, hey, good luck where you guys are going. Hope to see you when you come back and visit. But oh well. I guess I'm going to a party. because, yeah, obligations. They be what they be. Thank you guys for hanging out on the stream. Sorry it wasn't longer. I will stream again. Well, technically I'm streaming tomorrow, but it's D&D with my friends. We're doing session 12 of the D&D campaign. Hey, don't lick the walls. I'm doing session 12 of our campaign that I'm DMing, so that's tomorrow. And, yeah. I will probably... The next FF stream will be Monday, probably. Alright. Have a good time then. It's nothing too big. Again, I don't know why it's a party, but that's me. Have fun, man. And I'll try, but most of my family, I don't chat a lot with them, so it's just awkward mostly. Anyway, yep. Have a great night, and catch you guys Monday for the next FF stream, and for those interested, the D&D stream tomorrow.